Alright, so last time on, I don't know, D&D. Could just do the joke again with me. Lamb won his thieving contest by 2 gold. Somehow.
How?
How?
By 2 gold, obviously.
How did he win by 2 gold? Random number generator was in his favor.
And sheer number of people who I tried to steal shit from.
Yeah.
What was the number? I got caught 15 times?
Something like that.
That's not teaching you to be a good thief.
Practice.
He's not a good thief, he's just tenacious.
That's fucking hilarious.
As well as, Jared Sandeep, won the mounted archery test, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
By
For
one
the
point.
mounted, not the archery.
Well, you guys ended up meeting at the priest bottle. Kaz is asleep. I don't remember what the fuck the rest of y'all are doing. Last thing you guys were talking about were identifying the magic items that were obtained, and that's all I really remember. Slash watch. So
I think that was about it. That I had just identified stuff for the group, and then we conversed about whether or not anyone would want anything. I brought up to the table if anyone was going to want to learn the spell Vestment, since I have that learning scroll. But everyone except Tate's character turned it down. I haven't had the chance to ask him. Otherwise, it's going to be Unan learns it, or we sell it for some gold. Try to sell it for
What's
some gold.
vestment?
A spell.
What's it do?
I'll explain it in game when my character actually offers it to you.
if you want to actually look at the spell
Fine.
itself, it's called Magic Vestment.
I'll wait till Marcus explains it to me. I want to hear Sandeep's not Sandeep. Unan's explanation. Sandeep's Jared.
Unan's explanation is going to be the same as Marx's, but it just makes armor better,
Including shields.
including shields.
Apparently 2 weeks time going by is not long enough for Chrome to forget to try to autofill that in as URL. I literally just typed in the word vestment and it was just like, do you mean this page that you visited 2 weeks ago?
Did those thieves' tools go to someone? Or did I fuck up and somehow my page didn't save right?
Hmm.
I'm guessing you just didn't save it right because I don't think you gave it to anyone.
No, because I don't have any of the fucking gold. No, so this is right. Maybe? I don't fucking know.
Maybe you just forgot to write it down.
Wait, no, wait. No, I know I wrote it down. No, this is the wrong one. Because that was back when we had 85 XP. I'm confused now.
What a long toolkit name.
There we go.
Oh, if you think that's a long name. Hopefully someone wins a spellcraft. You guys will learn of the name then.
Here
Lance
we
heard
go. Okay, now I have the right one now. Whew.
Do you seriously keep separate files for each session?
Not each session, but I have one for when I create the character and one for after that point.
Ah.
I think the 83 XP was when I switched over to being the elemental monk.
Does anyone remember if anyone's character was awake for the end of day 4?
I think we were all just on our way to bed.
Yeah. Technically, everyone but Tate's character is awake because we ended it with us heading off to bed. So, but I don't think anyone had anything they wanted to do for the rest of day 4.
Okay, well, as is tradition, it is now the dawn of the 5th day!
We all died 2 days ago, but we have to keep going.
Yeah, it's like Lost. This is purgatory.
But
What?
Actually, I prefer the Spanish name for it. Purgatorio.
So I'm pretty sure Kaz would wake up first out of all of you.
considering you probably
Yep.
went to sleep the earliest.
You underestimate the power of my insomnia.
Underestimate the power of my sleep?
Yeah, we need to go to your pin.
I pinned for what?
What I'm doing today.
Spellcraft is the only thing you told me. And with Marcus, the only thing you told me was spellcraft.
I'm not getting any results. It forgot our chat log.
That's literally what everyone has been told to me or otherwise have stated for day 5. And if you're not on the list, then you didn't tell me what the fuck you were doing on day 5.
There it is. I found it. Yep, I'm doing spellcraft on day 5.
Cool. Something we fucking already knew. Cool.
Well, listen.
I'm also doing the perception test. That was like the one
Good,
thing
because
I knew
unless I
about
roll
the
high.
Thieves Guild. Jared, you don't know where the Thieves Guild is.
That's a good point.
Melee. Alright, so Kaz is definitely gonna wake up. He's gonna head downstairs. Gonna walk up to the barkeep. Excuse me, can I inquire about getting a solid meal for today's performance? What would you recommend?
I would recommend food. Would you like a plate of food? I can do that.
Plate of food?
Food?
I know what I said.
Food?
Damn it.
I mean, your preferential food of choice. You gotta have something.
Well, if you really want to feel invigorated for the test that you are trying to do today, that I have an idea in mind, but it's not cheap.
Bulls, testicles.
Oh, what idea is that?
What do you mean? What do I mean by that? I mean it's going to be an exquisite feast of sorts.
We got a new import. I
how
believe
much?
it's called crack.
How much would this exquisite feast be? Sounds delightful.
1 gold.
Kaz pulls out a gold piece and sets it on the counter. Definitely sounds like a good idea. We've got spellcrafting today. I want to be at the top of my game.
Goes to spellcrafting with huge stomach ache.
Listen. Kaz is hungry. He's felt like he slept for an entire day. Anyway, he sets the gold piece on the table. I'll take one of those, then. One of those exquisite feasts.
At that time, Unan and Aethys... Unan's woken up, he did his quick ritual, resummoned Aethys. Used a spell slot to heal her, and went downstairs as well and meets Kaz. Just tells him regular, normal 2 silver meal, puts it down, and looks at Kaz and goes, "Question for you."
Oh, hey, Unan. How are you?
Fantastic. You went to sleep too early, so I couldn't offer you this, but pulls out a scroll. Okay, 3 silver then. Oh, sorry. Goes... So, one of those competitions I won was a learning scroll, and the last one, I really didn't ask anyone if they wanted to learn, I just taught it to myself, so I figured this time I'd ask, and everyone else turned it down, but I was curious if you were interested. He puts it on the table. It's called Magical Vestment. Basically just makes armor or shields or the such better. Mechanically, you cast it, it adds an enhancement bonus onto the AC. Based on...
Does it stack with mage armor?
No. It does not go onto mage armor, it goes onto armor. Yeah, carries plain Overwatch.
She's addicted.
So ironically, Cal, this is your fault. No.
I asked her to turn it down.
I mean, yes and no.
Cal, when it comes to learning a spell from a scroll, it's permanent and does it take up a spell slot?
Yes and no. You read it, you learn it, the scroll becomes useless, and it becomes part of your thing. So technically it allows you to go to just know another spell.
Fantastic! Kaz looks at him, looks at the scroll, and he goes, "You know, I'm always interested in expanding my repertoire of knowledge and spellcraft. I would be more than happy to go ahead and take that off your hands."
Fantastic. All right, here you go, buddy. And he hands it to you. Sorry, I needed a moment because it's technically like 450 to 500 gold that I just handed you, but... Unan's a nice guy, though. So he goes, fantastic, and hands it to you.
Oz takes the scroll and he bows appreciatively. "If there's anything you need, I would be more than happy to help out in the future at some point. You've earned yourself a coveted cause favor."
Thanks, Kaz. I'll keep that in mind. Real quickly, Tate, what kind of spells do you do? What levels do you have?
0 and 1.
No. Do your spells go to only level 5, or do they go to level 9?
They go to level 9.
Then this is a 3rd level spell.
Okay, so I can't do it yet.
Right.
Yeah, you aren't going to be able to do it until like level 5, 6, 5.
I can learn it, I just can't cast it until...
Yeah.
If you have bonus spells that your class gives you, you'll be permitted to cast a spell then.
Okay.
Anyway, Kaz's food comes out, and, well, he's not sure what the hell was on the plate, but it looks weird and glowy. As well as Unan's 3 silver common meal.
Wait, my meal looks odd as well.
No, I meant as well as your food comes out, too.
Gotcha, okay. So then, okay. Unan eats his normal food.
His normal common meal.
Yep.
Kaz is gonna take a seat next to Unan, though, to begin his feast of deliciousness. Obviously not taking bites of the food, you know, absorbing it as he does. Sucking the color out of it. Like Funicula.
Glowy?
Yes.
Am I draining the glow?
Yes.
Yeah!
On a flat 16 on the die, plus whatever, can I tell what it is? That it's glowy food?
With that roll, you can tell that
Culinary?
the food seems to be imbued with magic.
Would anything make it me know more? 16 was on the die, so I didn't add any skills to it.
Me no more.
Well, I mean, there's always spellcraft.
So that would take it to 21? 23.
Well, you are able to identify both of the spells that are in the food. You realize that the spells of Fox Cunning and Owl's Wisdom has been imbued in the food, however, it seems to be not 100% of the spell, probably because of the weird medium in which it was imbued into.
Okay. Unan's just gonna take note of this and just watch. He might reveal it afterwards. Because he's going, the whole spell isn't in there, and he's technically just absorbing it. He might not actually get any benefit from it, and it's just been more for it to be glowy. So just observing for now.
Well, keep in mind, even though he's absorbing it like that, he's still getting the
nutrients
benefits of the food. Yeah, and you can argue that the spell's imbued into the nutrients.
I'd argue the spell's imbued into the mass of it, not the nutrient level of it.
I'd argue you're imbued into the mass.
I am. I am
being
part
an
of
ass.
I am part of the mass.
Anyway, Kaz continues eating his food, digesting it, sucking it dry. Delicious.
Sucking it non-glowy?
See, I'm sucking the glow up, Marcus. I'm getting the spell. I'm absorbing the spell.
Well, while we eat, does anyone else come downstairs?
I'll head downstairs, get a normal meal to eat.
A common 3 silver meal?
Yes.
Cal, quick question.
Hmm.
If I have a 19 intelligence and I get a 3rd level bonus spell, does that mean I can get this spell?
Like I said, if the bonus spells allows you to gain a bonus spell for 3rd level spells, yes, you are able to use the spell.
Hell yeah! Let's fucking go.
Just you aren't going to be able to use any spells from your normal class because you don't know them yet. But because you learned Magic Vestment through a magical means, yes, you can use it.
Awesome.
And after a brief moment, Taurus, your food comes out.
Eric, what did you link me?
Does,
The glow.
yeah. Does Taurus go and sit with Unan and Gaz?
Yeah.
Carnum is going to use spoon and then probably just head straight out. Head to the... Sorry. Head to the town square to try and figure out where the hell the climbing competition is going to be taking place.
I like to imagine that Carnum just has a grog that he puts the spoon into, so it fills it, but then he keeps it tilted enough to just pour into his mouth, so we just see him walk down the stairs and walk out the door just drinking this goop.
Well, I'll leave that up to Lamb.
Need salt.
Also, Lamb, can you roll me an engineering?
It's a grog of saltiness.
19.
Never mind then. So where's Carnum heading out to?
Town square. Over by the portal.
Is anybody going to be stopping him beforehand?
No.
I don't think so.
See you later, Carnum. Did you just fly?
I actually don't know where your piece went. Where'd it go? Yes.
Easiest way I've found to locate those is just do
A
large
box?
selection
Yeah.
area. Yeah.
That's how I found it. What about Sandeep at this point?
I will head downstairs and head up to the bars. Do you have anything with, like, lots of vegetables for breakfast?
Do you have vegetarian options?
No, he's keto.
I don't care if it's vegetarian or not, I just would rather have some minerals in the morning. Don't want anything super heavy.
Jared, just because you're keto in real life doesn't mean your guy has to.
He's not.
I know, I'm kidding.
We do. Granted, it's more for traveling purposes, but we certainly do.
And I guess I'll take that.
How much were you looking to get? Just like a bowl?
Sure.
That'll be 3.5 silver.
Here you go.
Takes the 3.5 silver and comes out with a bowl of trail rations. Elven, specifically. Which, if you're wondering what's in it, is a soft trail bread made with oats mixed with other grains, berries, and nuts, and sweetened with honey. Are you going to be joining them at the table?
Yes.
Are people going to be talking to each other at the table?
As I sit down in the morning.
Morning, Sandeep. How are you this fine, exquisite day? Sucking up the last
Better.
glory.
I mean, maybe still slightly confused about yesterday, but better.
As
What happened yesterday?
Well, it started out with me winning the fishing competition by almost dying. And then I won the riding archery competition because I can't archer, but apparently I can ride.
You almost died? What happened?
I was apparently the first competitor to catch a shark with my bare hands. Or, well, not with a boat and a reel, but with weapons and combat.
Ozzy's gonna roll to sense motive. Because that doesn't sound believable. It's a shark. And obviously, you know, it's gonna fail no matter even if I roll a 20 or not, but whatever. So, you caught a shark. That's... I believe you, but that sounds impossible. How?
With spears and getting it trapped in a net so that I could just beat the crap out of it while it wasn't biting me. I even ate some of it last night.
That's absolutely incredible, and that's a story to pass down for the ages.
Sure. You go do that.
Well, as a merchant, you know, I'll have to dabble in storytelling, so that'll be an important tale to tell. Somewhere down the line, some inquisitive person will want to learn. Tale of Sandeep and the Shark.
Luckily, none of the other sharks followed me after I killed it. Because that was a bit of a pain to get back to the way in.
That you know of.
Well, at the very least, they didn't follow me close enough that I was attacked on the way back.
I'm surprised they didn't.
That you
Normally
know
they...
of.
Yeah, that you know of. Normally they would travel in swarms, at least the sharks I'm used to.
And what, pray tell, sharks is Kaz used to?
He's more
Space
thinking them
sharks.
as coming in, like, you know, packs. Family sharks, like the coastal.
They come in solitary, pair, schools, and packs.
Yep.
And then they form gangs, and they control the west side of the ocean, the east side of the ocean, and this movie made about them. Wait.
But we don't have jets.
West Side Shark Story.
But yeah, no, Marcus. Winon's totally able to notice that something is happening with Kaz's character.
Okay. So, yeah, while they're having their conversation,
Am I glowing?
Unan's gonna go up to the barkeep.
Can I have what he's having?
So, when he goes up to him, it's a guy, right?
Barkeep, yeah. He's
Okay.
currently talking to a customer, though.
Alright, he waits.
He continues waiting, and he's done with the customer.
Okay. He goes, pardon me, sir.
Yeah.
Once he gets his attention, he goes, I couldn't help but notice that the meal that my friend ate there was imbued with magic, and the magic actually took effect. And I'm just... First off, I too would like some, because I'm going to be in one of the competitions here, and it seems like it would give that edge to help.
You fuck.
But secondly, I just have to know, how did you do it? Imbuing magic into food in such a clever way.
Well, if you want to know more of that type of thing, you'll need to talk to the local enchanting guild.
Ah, so they create the food for you then.
That particular dish, yes.
Well, again, if you have any more, I would love to have it. I saw it cost gold, so he holds up a gold. I'm more than ready to already pay. But you said the Enchanters
You're already
Guild
full.
is the one to talk to.
Yeah, if you wanted to know more about how it's done.
Oh, I absolutely do. I'm just making note of that.
But as do if we have more, Brian, work with me here.
What?
But as to your question, if we have any more, yeah, we do. I can get you some.
So yeah, he pays a gold for it.
I can English, by the way. It's fine, don't worry about it.
English is hard.
Chinese?
Shut up.
Never forgetting. Well, after a bit of time, Unan receives his plate of weird magical food.
Same spells?
Yes.
Okay.
That said, Tate, Kaz has a +2 enhancement bonus to an int and wisdom for 8 hours.
Is it?
And Kaz does not notice the changes to him.
Once Unan gets it ordered and he sits down and he sees that it's starting to take effect now, he goes, Kaz?
Yes.
What's the square root of 3? Go!
Well, I was gonna say, pause it real quick. What's something that Kaz wouldn't normally know?
Square root of 3.
What type of sharks are known in this area? I don't think you would still know even based on that. I still can't believe it.
That's the question you want asked. What kind of sharks are native in this area?
No. I'm not too sure, actually. Like, there's a lot Kaz doesn't know, but I don't know what kind of specifics you're meaning.
Alright, Unan looks at Aethys and goes into one of the packs and takes out a book and goes, here. Open up a random page and can you just read this real quick?
Kaz begins to read the book.
Okay.
He's not really noticing a difference, but he's definitely reading it faster.
So yeah, that was going to be part of it. Unan was going to go, do you feel like you're reading quicker?
No, not at all, really. It's, feels rather normal. Oh, what do you mean? The meal I had was divine. You should have some of that. Oh, I see you.
Yes, I've ordered some. He goes for the book to be given back. It's a book about his gods. So, it might have been a weird book for him. Because it's about, like, Horus Ra and shit.
It's a conceptual thing. It's a concept.
Not really a concept, considering they existed, otherwise I wouldn't exist. Literally. Like, their blood flows through me.
Well, generally, just because they existed doesn't mean they're still not a concept. I mean, the concept of them still carries on whether they existed, which they do.
So it really does work. So you're aware, Kaz. The meal you ate, and what I'm about to eat, seems to have a magical spells imbued into it that makes you more, I guess you could say, wise and intelligent? Cough, cough.
Strange, because I don't really notice any much of a difference. I guess I was already, pretty intelligent to begin with, eh?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Shut up, all of you!
Gotta make me be fucking nice through Unan. Every other character would have made some sassy fucking remark. Anyway. Yeah,
Maybe
I
I
told
should
you
check
that.
if they have that at lunch.
Unan. All the sass and fire from Marcus to channel out of through Unan.
I don't get to channel it out through Unan. I don't get to channel it because I have to.
I know. I said
refrain.
I get to channel it away out of the Unan, so I get to see Marcus as a nice, perfect. My mind is going places. Sorry.
He'll find a way to mess you up. I mean, you saw what the bat did.
What did the bat do?
It got you killed. You named it Marcus, and it killed you.
Marcus the bat. I remember that.
Real quickly, Caleb, is that a bonus to the score, or is that a bonus to the modifier?
That is an ability score enhancement bonus.
Okay, so +2 just means +1 to the modifier then.
Yep.
Okay.
So what's on the agenda of today?
I'm gonna be heading down to the spellcraft. It sounds like, Unan here is heading with me as well. Well, what are you doing? What are you set up for?
Well, I wasn't really as interested in much today, but I figured since yesterday went well, I might as well try out the mounted melee. Other than that, I'll need to figure out where the perception test is.
You're just well versed in all forms of combat. Undersea, mounted.
I'm learning combat. It's not my current forte.
Oh, trust me, it's not my forte either. I did not do well in the in our spell competition. Yeah, ask Unan on that one.
I mean, I'm picking it up with practice. I mean, I really do want to be able to use this sword, but I want to be able to know it well enough before I do.
Oh.
I mean, I've been training for a while. It's just going to take a bit more time. Actually, do any of you know where the Thieves Guild is?
Me and Marius know.
Because I think that's where the perception test was. And honing my senses is kind of the other thing I need to practice besides actual weaponry.
Noah, this isn't Marius.
Fuck. What was your guy's name?
Carnum.
Got it, Marius. I can drop you by the Thieves Guild on my way to the Druids Guild today.
That seems out of the way.
Actually, not really.
Thieves Guild is here-ish. Druids Guild's way the fuck over here.
Yeah, but he
And
just goes
we're
straight
down
north
here.
from here, and then just goes this way.
That would be west.
Whatever.
Compass
In fact,
Rose at
it's
the bottom right.
southwest. Wait, he head straight down that street. And just goes this way.
That ping slowly
It's not
got quieter and quieter.
It's not the most direct route, but it works.
Oh, that's cool. When you ping now, it places an arrow on the edge of your map
Yes.
so you get to it.
It did that a while ago, Tate. Alright, so Sandeep's going to be led to the Thieves Guild by Taurus. And anything else going to go on?
I suppose I should probably head there too if we're both in the event.
Well, I mean, I don't have to start at that competition. It's just he's showing me where it is. If it's early enough, then I should be able to get back to the stables.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. I don't really care either way.
Oh yeah, that's right. Isn't that where you guys met Steve at?
We met him somewhere else. That's where he led us to eventually.
Ah, I see. He seems kind of, I don't know, one-track mind, or at very least goal-oriented.
Yeah, his goal is to get Garnham to join. At least that's what it seems like.
Seems like weird recruiting tactics.
You see something in him that he wants to make him part of the guild for.
Maybe he figures being a monk means he's good with his hands. I mean,
knows?
apparently he did win. I'm done eating, so I kind of stand up and do some stretches.
Yep. Kaz is gonna push his plate of food off to the side and kind of get ready. All right. Shall we head out then, Unan?
Sure, I'm ready.
I suppose we'll see you later then.
Yep. Good luck with your competition, Sandy. I hope it goes wonders.
Sure.
Well, let's head on off, and sometime I want to try and find... He turns around and looks at the barkeep. Where is the Enchanters Guild?
After briefly finishing a conversation with one of the patrons there, he tells you that it is in the opposite corner of where you guys are to the west.
This way?
Yeah. Specifically, it is the building there.
Gotcha. You were just naming it.
I actually
Or
named
have
it a
you
while
had
ago.
Oh.
It was this session it got named. Like, recorded and everything, got named. But you didn't ask, and I'm like, oh. Okay.
Fair enough. Anyway, Unan goes, thank you! And then, him and Aethys proceed to walk with Kaz towards the competition.
The spellcraft competition?
Yes.
Alright, well, Carnum, you would have made it to Town Square for a while now. What is Carnum doing at this point?
He's probably just like walking around the center for a while, like, where is anybody? What the hell? Is it just like, is there no one here yet? Is this later in the day? So he's just wandering about, trying to figure out what the fuck's happening.
And what is the card I'm looking for? Besides people in general?
Like, he's trying to see if someone's setting up the, climbing event, so I assume they're probably setting up a wall somewhere.
Well, you can see people setting up an event, but that has a couple tables and a weird stone statue.
Maybe we climb the statue.
However, you don't see anyone from the Monks Guild around here.
Monk's Guild?
That's where the climbing test was, wasn't it?
I don't think so. No, that's the Fighters Guild. Strength, feet, climb.
Ah. Oh, that one will probably be later in the day then.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably have a quick conversation with some... Oh wow, there are 2 different climbing ones, but the monk one is acrobatics on the 8th day.
Yeah, that's the one I thought you were referring to. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. Have like a brief conversation with someone like, hey, is the climbing event getting set up today? It's like quick back and forth about, oh, that's till later. Okay, I can... Excuse me, I can go do something else then. And then I'll start making my way to the Thieves Guild.
Alrighty then. So, Kaz, Vanan, Athos are leaving. Is Taurus joining in the leave? What about Sandeep?
I am joining.
If he's leaving, then I am leaving since I am following him.
Is everybody moving in a group? Are you guys going to be splitting up?
Split up, gang.
I'm not sure which direction they're going, since we're right at this fork going to be going left, and they might be going right.
Probably splitting up then, because probably head right.
As we split up, Unan just says, "Best of luck! See you tonight, hopefully as victors."
Most
Unan.
Who's
definitely.
Victor?
Unan, who's Victor? And you've just jinxed it. I don't have a jinx.
What's even a jinx?
She's touching her breast.
Jinx.
I was going to make a different joke, but
I mean, to be fair, that was one of the whole purposes why that card got fucking redesigned.
I think I was going to mention the other one. The blackface.
Oh.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
But listen, you get a Jinx and a Mr. Mime together, and you give birth to humans. Well, which group would you like to start with first, Calb? It looks like we're splitting up pretty much immediately.
Who wants to start first? Nobody. Got it.
Roll D10. Main markers will claim 1 through 5.
How about no? But I mean, if you want to go that route, we'll be starting with Taurus and Sandeep.
Okay.
I'm more or less just gonna lead him up the pathway up to here.
Not gonna have any conversation?
Unless he wants to start one. Not really.
Going to be walking in silence, awkwardly next to a person.
I was gonna ask, so which competitions were you doing today?
I was doing the geography and the dungeoneering.
So exploration type stuff.
Yeah. That's what I'm good at.
How are they gonna do dungeoneering?
Small little obstacle course you could things you could run into in a dungeon.
Wonder if it means you're gonna be fighting.
Maybe.
Do you know much about traps?
To avoid them.
Generally a good idea.
Wait, Star is actually saying he knows how to avoid them, or he knows how to just avoid where traps could potentially be?
If I see them, I avoid them. If I think there's a trap, I'll avoid where I think there's a trap.
Which then leads you into the real trap.
Inconceivable.
Impossible.
Oh, so probably a few things you should know. One, once you know where this place is, you can't tell anyone.
The irony of that statement.
I was just thinking that.
Except other people that will either become members or participate in the competition. Just don't go around spreading it's like, hey, it's over here, there, and this.
Don't make a giant
they're
billboard.
A publicly announced secret organization.
Yeah,
I mean, they're on the pamphlet for the competitions.
but you don't know where they are for the competitions unless you know where they are.
I mean, I suppose gathering information is kind of a Thieves Guild thing, so I suppose that's like a bar for entry.
Yeah, and don't want people, like, someone loses something, they immediately think it's Thieves Guild for whatever reason. It's just like, I'm gonna go burn down their place.
It seems like if they've got the reputation to be on the pamphlet, then they'd have the reputation for people to not assume that. I mean, maybe someone wants to set them up, or there are members that have done that, but it still seems kind of like they stay away from that.
Yeah, they still just don't want attention.
Yeah, seems fine.
Your character also assumes that them not wanting to be found doesn't mean that they don't take care of their own internal issues by killing them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys haven't met the full-on Thieves Guild yet.
We have met the face. Mr. Steve Rat.
He's basically the Walmart greeter.
Welcome to Walmart, get your shit and get out?
Pretty much.
Okay, well, unless you guys have been standing there talking, I presume you guys have made some progress.
Yeah.
Any other conversation going to happen?
Probably not.
Not that I can think of.
Not unless we run into some sort of event on the way there.
No, roll me perception.
Nat 1.
Seriously?
Yeah, so my total perception is 6.
Uh-huh. You see a figure run between buildings that you think might have been Steve Rat, but you're not sure.
Probably nothing.
Okay, well, you guys are here now if you want to move individually since you are close to it.
Okay, this way. And there's your chute. If they ask who you are, you're a friend of someone Steve Rat talked to. And you're interested
Well, I
in
mean,
the
we did
competition.
meet the other day, so I can just, acquaintance of Steve Rat. Okay, thanks.
I just gotta slip out of here and go to mine.
That's when Taurus dashes away laughing maniacally.
Yep, I put something in his coat that the guard knows every location. And told him exactly where I'm going.
The town's guard, by the way, would totally already know where the hell the Thieves Guild is.
Oh, definitely.
And I see Carnum's not going to be slipping between buildings any? You save down, or save on some travel time?
I didn't think there was a whole bunch of space, too.
I mean, you could easily slip between those buildings. Whether or not your model piece will actually fit between the buildings, I don't know.
That's as good as it's getting.
Well, it's a rigid
But
character model, and your character's more flexible than that.
You'd think so.
Suck it in!
Carnum is actually a stone golem.
I doubt that.
Kick him into the hole.
Who is he? He's joining the Thieves Guild.
I almost didn't hear those rocks coming.
Sounds like the wind. Yes, that's the sound wind makes.
What was that? I couldn't hear you over the rocks.
What rocks? Those ones. Oh.
So you show up shortly after I do?
I'm assuming so. Got lost at town center for a while. Is the door hatch open?
Yes.
Down the hatch.
Well, while you guys head down, guys, doing on to Nathis.
Unless Kaz had a very specific thing you want to talk about, Unan probably would have just been saying about the weather and this, like the buildings and all that one looks neat. Just casual bullshit talk. Again, unless Tate had something very specific he wanted his character to talk to my character about.
Can Unan or Kaz speak Demonic?
Nope.
No. I'm an
never
elven,
mind.
gnome, sylvan, celestial.
I'm almost the exact same as Tate, except instead of gnome, I've got dwarf.
They're similar. It's like Spanish and Italian.
I asked, by the way, because it's a building that you guys have yet to actually discover what it's for.
Yeah, I assumed, but no, still no idea.